So we'll try to recap that what all has happened in the last 8-9 days since 30th of Feb once the protest started. On my back you can see these are the security forces towards the Ambala side on both bridges, on both flyover or the bridge. You can say this bridge is built over Ghaggar river. I'll ask my camera person to show you that what arrangement has been done by the Haryana side or the Haryana government or the police administration, that they have also dug up this area. And if my video journalist will come over here to show you that how this entire area has been dug up to ensure that farmers don't move towards this region with their tractors. Big cemented blocks to block the entrance here, and then further trenches here near the river bed, near the Ghaggar river. It has all been dug up so that nobody can move their tractors even through this route. While on these bridges on both sides you can see the security forces with big JCB machines. They are still putting all, they are still trying to block all the routes. There are iron barricades and there are cemented structure, and we'll try to show you from a much closer range and show that what kind of arrangement they have. Announcements are being made by the farm union leaders not to get aggressive, not to charge towards the barricaded area. They are still like around 200 to 300 meters away from where these security forces are standing right now. And what you are seeing is towards the Ambala side, and on the other side is the Patiala side where the protesters are holed up. Now coming closer to this area, that what is happening towards the farmer side. You can see these sandbags. There is one Nihang Sikh who is guarding it. The camera person will show you that this is the area where tractors laden with sandbags have been brought in, so that these sandbags can be used later to fill up the riverbed which has been dug up, which was dug up by the security forces to ensure that nobody moves across or into Haryana either by the flyover or through the riverbed. Heavy security deployment is there. The farmers or the protesters are still at a distance from that barricaded area or that border, interstate border, where the security forces are sitting for the last 8-9 days. What we can see right now is the tractors. You see these tractors have come up with the sandbags. These tractors have arrived since yesterday, and these are the sandbags. These are filled up with mud and sand so that if needed they can fill up the riverbed. And also we'll try to show you the kind of arrangement on this side of the bridge. You can see these water bottles, the packed water bottles are here for the protesters who have been protesting for the last 8-9 days. Now what will happen an hour or two later, everybody is just guessing that perhaps the security forces will not allow the farmers to get into that area. Exchange of letters happened between Haryana DGP with his counterpart in Punjab, asking them to ensure that farmers are not using or these protesters are not bringing in heavy excavator or earth movers on this bridge, because the earth movers are heavy machines, and moving or driving them on this river over bridge is going to be very risky, not just for the protesters but for the bridge itself, because they are parked not right now. Those machines are not parked right here, but they are parked at a distance from here. The plan is that the first protesters will march on foot towards the barricades, and then perhaps when the police or those security forces stop them from moving, then they will bring in their earth mover or excavator or JCB machines and remove those barricades. Now there are iron barricades, there are cemented blocks, and then there are permanent structures as well. So you can drag and remove the ones which are temporary structures which have been just put there. But how will you remove the cemented structure which has been built up is something, a major challenge or a task for these protesters, which is even time consuming. Now we'll see that how the security forces respond to that situation, because Haryana government has clearly said that not one farmer will be allowed to enter into Haryana from this border or any of the interstate borders. Meanwhile, this is what you hear right now in the background. is the farm union leaders who are still addressing the gathering, asking young protesters not to get aggressive. They are also appealing the union government. They are also appealing to the Prime Minister to resolve this impasse and ensure that there is no bloodshed, there is no violence, injury or any kind of casualty as the situation is developing here. With camera person Ashwini Mehra in Chandigarh, Mohammad Ghazali for NDTV.